Asian?
Don't you know?
Are you Jamaican now?
Don't you know?
Are you Jamaican?
No, I can't do accents.
Oh, because you're Jamaican me crazy.
In your pants.
No.
She pointed directly to her pants.
No, I didn't.
Yes, she did.
No, I didn't.
Who are you guys gonna believe?
Probably me.
Wow.
Because y'all men are nasty.
Wow.
I'm just stating facts.
Not at all.
Do you want to know what happened to me when I went to work this weekend?
Sure.
So I was driving, and I was about to turn onto the street. That's like the main street the street that my job is on.
Yeah.
Is off of. Anyway, so I was on the main street, and this dude in a truck, I guess, like hit a doe. She was big as fuck.
Yeah,
but like,
big.
I was driving by. Obviously, I feel terrible because any type of animal that, it's like hurt or injured or something, like I just feel like immediately bad for her. But like the worst part is like her mouth was open and her tongue was just like plopped on the ground, and I couldn't help but to like giggle a little bit because I guess like it's a tragic moment, like another life of the forest is gone.
Yeah.
But like, just seeing the tongue plop out like that, it kind of reminded me of like Bentley when he's like when he's in a deep sleep.
Yeah.
And his tongue was just like, nah.
I take that as like, no matter what you do in life, you're gonna end up looking dumb as fuck when you're dead.
Like, do you know, like, when you die, you shit yourself?
Yeah.
Like, but what if you don't? What if you just shit? Like, what if you shit and then you died?
You probably shit some more.
You think you'd shit some more?
Yeah. I think that's when you're like deep bowels, like everything comes out. I think it's supposed to be like pretty bad.
So like, your body just expels everything.
Yeah.
Even if you already shit.
Yeah.
Can you imagine dying on the toilet?
Isn't that how Elvis died?
Yes. I believe so. I believe that's exactly how he died. Which, honestly though, if you expel your bowels when you die, in order to not be like semi-humiliated while you're dead and shitting your pants, like that's a pretty good place to die. If you like don't want to be embarrassed.
I guess. But like, you're dead, so how doesn't really matter. How are you gonna be embarrassed when you're dead?
Your ghost, obviously.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. God. Get it right. Anyway.
Anywho's.
That was our death talk for the day. I feel like we have a lot of morbid conversations.
I'm a morbid person.
You are a very morbid person.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know, Trey is new in the tattoo gang, and his first legitimate tattoo is of like a hand coming out of a grave with a middle finger, and the headstone says
whatever.
Yeah, and every tattoo that he's looked at after that has some form of skeleton, some wording of such, and I'm just like, you're just into the dark, aren't you?
Yeah,
like
I'm
you're low key emo, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a sad boy.
Yes, but you could be sad boy and also be like I don't know, like a murderer.
No, deep down I'm a goth, yeah.
You're gothic?
Gothic.
Or emo?
Gothic emo.
Both?
Emo gothic.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Is it called a word?
I don't know, man.
I feel like there might be a word for that.
Yeah. People that are into the occult.
Occultists?
I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm just dark and twisted.
Is it occultists? Is that the word?
I mean, I'm also a villain, so what do you expect?
You're a what?
A villain.
You are a villain.
So what do you expect?
I don't expect much from you, to be honest.
I try to live life on the happier note, but
Whoops.
like, I always expect the worst.
I mean, yeah, of course.
But anywho's,
welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
Sorry if you were here for that intro of the death, dying, and darkness, but let's bring this out into the light. Welcome to That's What's Going On.
Hello.
I'm Jaden.
I'm Trey.
And he's Trey.
Yeah.
I'm still Jaden.
For sure.
Welcome. If you're new, hello.
Hello.
I hope you like us.
Yeah.
If you are not new, welcome back.
Hello.
Glad to see you're still with us. It won't be long before you leave too, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Everyone leaves us eventually.
It's the way life goes.
It's the way your life goes. Mine's only partially there. People leave sometimes, but then like they'll come back and then they'll leave and then they'll come back, or they just like leave altogether.
I'll burn those motherfucking bridges.
I feel like the other people burn the bridges, and then like you shut your gate, and then burn any other bridge attached to that person, so like they can never come back.
Yeah. Yeah. People don't get to come in and out of my life like that.
This is why you don't have friends.
Okay.
Alright, well.
Anyways. What's going on with you?
Galen just texted me saying, when do you want to pick me up if you want to? Like, you're gonna ask me at 4 o'clock? You had all day to text me? What?
It's fine. We have to go pick up the food anyways.
I thought that was a you thing.
Now it's a we
and
thing.
not a we thing.
Now it's a we thing.
Okay. If you say so.
Sorry about that, guys, but anyways.
I'm not sorry. But, well, today we had a very tough thinking train on what we were going to talk about because I did not prepare. I was so lost in my own world. I was off all last week. I didn't have to do shit. I definitely was not thinking about the podcast, but
here we are.
Yes. This actually came courtesy of my mother, Pam. Hello. Everyone say hello to my mom. She's not here. I'm just saying to say hello so when she listens to it. What?
You're making noises.
This is noise?
Yeah, I hear that.
Well, that's weird. Might be, bro. Anyway. So my mom's not here, but she'll probably listen. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Oh, I'm here.
Are you with me?
Oh, I'm here.
Can girls, right? Do I need to slow down? No?
Keep going. I'm here.
And guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Be friends.
Trousers.
Parentheses. After they get married.
So that too?
Yes.
Before and after marriage?
Before and after marriage. Can a guy and a girl really just be legitimate friends? And then, can they be legitimate friends after either or both are married?
Okay.
Right? Bentley, you want to stop chewing on that bone there, bud? Thanks. Much obliged. Anyway. So, everyone out there, I would appreciate your input, feedback, in any way, shape, or form. Because I genuinely want to know what everyone's...
Yeah, get a good consensus.
About... Because I know me and you are on
totally different
opposite
sides. Yeah.
spectrums. So...
And I don't necessarily think I'm right, but, like, this is just how I feel about things.
I mean, I feel like everyone's opinion, I mean, you think that you're right, but it may not be... What's right for you may not be right for everybody.
Absolutely, yeah.
But...
I just wanted to start before, like, people just think I'm crazy, but...
Trey wants to put in a little forewarning.
Yeah.
That
it's gonna be interesting.
This is his opinion. Don't hate him more than you already do.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
So would you like to answer this, the first part of the question? Because we're going to save the second part for after.
Okay.
So first part of the question, can a girl and a guy be friends?
Just be friends?
Just be friends.
I would say no. I think if you give a guy a chance at any point, they will fuck you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we should probably put in, like, gay guy friend and straight guy friend, bi guy friend.
I guess.
Because, like, obviously, a gay guy and a girl
no
can
issues.
be friends.
Yeah, no issues there.
But, like, there's bi dudes.
Yeah.
And then there's straight dudes.
Yeah.
There's also transgender.
Yeah.
There's also non-binary.
For sure.
But, like, just to get, like, you know, like, obviously, so you say no to a straight guy.
Yeah.
And a girl.
Yeah.
So what about a bi guy?
That's interesting. Because I don't want to be in trouble for this either. But it depends on how he is. Because if he leans a little closer to, like, being a little bit more flamboyant, it would be okay. But if he seemed to be more like a straighter guy, then yeah, there might be some issues.
Trey's not saying any of this to be offensive.
No, not at all.
He
like,
really doesn't know how to
I don't know how to
explain
properly
himself.
explain it. Yeah, so like, hopefully I don't come across as being ignorant.
He's definitely not homophobic in any type of way. I just want everyone to know that. But I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what if it's transgender?
I don't know. That's something that's come up before, so I'm not quite sure. I guess it would be fine. Unless they're trying to fuck my girlfriend, I guess.
Well, yeah, like...
I guess it depends on that person themselves.
So say I had a transgender friend transitioned to a man. And,
you're thinking female to man.
Well,
okay.
I'm going both ways, but
Okay.
we're going to start with transitioning into a man, or has transitioned into a man.
I would say...
Can me and him be friends?
I would say no.
You would say no.
Because it would be a guy.
It'd be like, well, okay, so then can a straight girl and a lesbian be friends?
Yes.
Okay, so wouldn't that kind of be the same thing? I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
I understand, but like to me, it really is. I don't want another penis around
you.
Yeah. So, like, for the transgender, it would be more like I would have to see how that person is, I guess.
Fair.
And then judge from there, I guess. I don't know.
We strayed off way, like, past, like, the main topic, but I get
For
it.
sure.
I just I really wanted to, like, get in, like, depth with you because I want to see, like, where your mind goes.
I'm very sexist, yes. It's like, if you're a guy, you try to hang out with my girl, that's an issue. But to me, yeah.
Well, you already know my answer.
Yeah.
Considering
everyone else know.
I've always had more guy friends than girlfriends. And I never really thought it was because I was attractive. Like, I was more tomboyish, and I played video games. Well, I still play video games.
Yeah.
And, like, I do all that stuff. So, like, I felt like it was more my interests. And, like, then also my perspective on, like, other females. Because a lot of my friends would come to me and ask, like, oh, well, I like so-and-so, or this, that, and the third. Like, do you think that she likes me? Or, like, what should I do? You know, like, little kid stuff.
Yeah. And then for me, growing up, like, I didn't have any girls as friends.
So that's probably why, like, you don't really have that same, like, thought process as, like, I do. Because, like,
to me, if you're talking to a girl, you're trying to talk to her, talk to her.
That, but that's, like, the one thing I always said is, like, I always know which ones are just trying to fuck. Yeah. Or which ones are, like, legitimate good friends. And then which ones are kind of just, like, the in-between where, like, yeah, like, you're a friend. Yeah. But, like, you don't really talk to them. You don't really, like, hang out with them or anything. Yeah. But, like, as of right now, I have very, very minimal male friends. Yeah. And it's nothing to do with you. I mean, I respect our relationship. So, like, obviously, like, I'm not going to just be, like, I don't know, what's the word? Like, obnoxious about, like, having guy friends or whatever. But, like,
and let it be known to for everyone else that, like, any previous, like, friendships, like, I'm perfectly fine with. I'm not, I won't say perfectly fine, but, I
hate those people.
But, like, I'm okay with it because it's the relationship that you've formed before I was even a thing.
Right.
So, yeah.
And, like, so, like, that's what irritates me, because I've had exes who, like, get irritated that I have guy friends. I'm like, but I've known them since we were children.
You know them longer than
Like,
me, so, like, of course.
You weren't even a thought process for the first 20 years of my life. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of just, like, crazy that, like, and like, it's not to say, like, those people don't like me or whatever, but, like, I also know, like, the ones who...
The same that's relationships I have nothing to even comment about.
Right.
Way established.
Right.
Yeah.
And, like, obviously, like, you know, like, somebody's gonna, like, of course, like, if they like you more than that, like, they probably, like, flirted at some point or whatever, but, like, a lot of the people, like, any of the male people that I have close enough to, like, that I talk to, not, like... I don't want to say regularly, but, like, I actually talk to you, because I don't talk to anybody regularly, except you, probably.
Yeah.
I'm just really bad at communicating. Like, I'm good, like, when I'm communicating, but, like, to continuously communicate...
I'm just bad overall.
Yeah, you are.
Unless I'm dating you, I'm not talking to anyone else every single day.
Yeah, I don't...
Or even
I don't
like,
talk to anybody
even at all, like that.
every single day except you. Not even, like, any of my girlfriends. Anyway, back to my topic, which was...
Yeah, you're okay with guys and girls being friends.
So, I've had the guy friends that I do keep around, like, I know that, like, they respect me and my relationships, that, like, they're not assholes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah. So I do support girls and guys being friends, but I don't support girls being friends with guys to be spiteful because your boyfriend doesn't like this person or that person or this person.
Oh no.
Because the way I see it, it's like, if you truly have a problem with a friend that your girlfriend has, and there are legitimate concerns, and it's not just like, oh, I don't like him, like, just because you don't like him, but if there are, like, legitimate concerns, and he's bringing those concerns to you, like, to your attention, and you just, like, throw them in his face, like, his concerns don't matter, and you're still gonna be friend with this person, knowing what you know, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Because it's like...
At least for me, because, like, I'm not saying something just to be an asshole about it.
You're not just saying it just to be an asshole.
Because, like, I will be an asshole about it, but, like, I'm letting you know now that, like, I don't like this.
But that also goes for, like, the guys who are purposely, like, trying to isolate their girls from any of their friends, male or female, but more particularly male.
Yeah.
And, like, literally say, oh, I don't like him just because he doesn't like that he's a guy.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't like somebody just because they got a dick, bro, like, there's something wrong with you.
For sure. Yeah.
Like, internally, like, you must have, like, some type of, like, insecurity about yourself.
For sure.
Or, like, mind you, this is just my opinion.
Yeah.
But, like, from what I've seen, any dude who does that, you're just not secure in yourself. You're not secure in your relationship.
No, if you're, like, you
if
can't
you're
talk
trying
to any guys.
Isolate your girl from people.
For sure.
Oh, no.
No.
That's a no-no. Yeah. So that's how I see it. Obviously there's, like, so many variables.
For sure, absolutely.
So, like, we've talked a lot about...
Because it also depends on, like, your partner's past in itself. Like, what kind of person are they? Like, are they kind of person that are kind of sneaky or something? Like, can they... I guess it all goes down to, can you really trust them?
Right. If you don't trust somebody and you get into a relationship with them, then at that point, it's kind of like, if they do something, you kind of did that on yourself, because before you even started dating them, you're like, I don't really trust them.
Yeah.
Like, they're kind of shady. Like, they're already doing shady shit.
Yeah.
And then they're not being, like, upfront or honest about it, or talking it out with you. Then that's kind of on you. I don't know. That's just how I see it. Like, because I've made those same mistakes too. Like, I knowingly got into a relationship with a dude who was already doing shady shit. Yeah. And I ended up with my heart broken. And I'm just like, well, that was my fault. Yeah. Like, I'm a fucking idiot.
You gotta know who you're dealing with. Yeah.
So, okay, so now let's flip it. Okay. Because we've been talking about how, like, you know, the guy's perspective. So let's talk about the girl perspective. Okay. So, like, if a girl's boyfriend is friends with a girl, like, do you...
Say it again?
Okay, so, like, if you had a best friend or a friend who's a girl, like in the same regard that I have a friend that's a guy,
Okay.
like, do you think that that's okay for you? Or is that, like, the same thing as, like... Because I agree with all of it, but I know, like, you don't like your girl having a guy friend. But, like, would you be fine if you had a girlfriend? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
Am I confusing anybody?
you're confusing me a little bit, but I think I know what you're getting at. Like, can I have a girl that's a friend? I guess, but to me in the South, to have to me, you're not friends with a girl unless you're trying to fuck them.
So
That's
you've
to
never
me.
had a single friend, just a friend that's a girl, that you never fucked or never wanted to, or...
No. Like, growing up, no.
Seriously?
Yeah, no.
Has anybody out there, any guy
I could
out
be
there,
completely out. Like, yeah, I could be super weird.
please let me know. Let us know. Any guy out there, have you ever had a girl who's a friend you legitimately did not want to fuck? Or, like, even if you did in the beginning, but, like, afterwards you're like, nah. Like, but you guys are still friends. Like, that even counts, that counts too to me.
Yeah.
If anybody out there has this type of relationship, let me know. I want to know. I want to know your thoughts.
To me, even now, to make a friend that is the girl, I would have to go out my way as, like, if I'm trying to, like, pick her up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it would be like it would be weird because it would first come off like I'm hitting on her, but like then it would be like, oh no, I guess he just wants a friend. Like to me, I think that would be a weird dynamic in itself if I were to try to make a new friend that's a girl.
Okay.
Because if anything, to them, it would actually come off like, oh, maybe he's hitting on me or something. You know what I mean? Like that dialogue, to open up that dialogue to be friends would be like, I'd have to be like if I was just trying to hit on him to like to talk to him in that way as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I kind of get it.
Yeah. So like to me to do that, it's like I would feel like I'm cheating to begin with because I'm like, well, I'm gonna go talk to this girl to be her friend. Like that sounds weird.
I'm not saying like to make friends while you're in a relationship.
No, yeah.
But, like if you already had one, like
But I didn't, unfortunately. So I don't know. Like if like, I don't know.
Huh. Well, from my perspective, because I'm so open about like girls having guy friends, like I think guys can have girlfriends. But like I also know how women are. So like if I see any shady shit, like
Because to me,
to me, guys are fucking oblivious. Like, if a girl is hitting on you...
Oh, I would have no clue.
Like, when we went to fucking Newberry Comics, and that chick at the front counter was definitely, like, low-key flirting with you.
If you say so.
I say so, because I saw it. But, like, I feel like certain men in particular...
Certain people, yeah.
They don't know when they're being hit on, or, like, when they're being flirted with, because, A, they haven't had it. Like, they haven't really experienced that.
Yeah.
Or B... they're just oblivious.
Yeah.
Like, they just don't, like, read, like, they could have been hit on before multiple times, but they just don't recognize it. Not because they haven't been hit on, but just because, like, you don't think about, like, you're walking out in public that someone's gonna hit on you.
Yeah.
But, dude, she was totes flirting with you.
Sure.
She was.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool, though.
Yeah.
Because the way I see it, if, like, other girls hit on my dude, like... I have something that they want that they can't have, and he's all mine. It kind of makes me feel like a little bit better because I'm just like, ooh,
same
he's
time,
mine.
if it's in my face and it's the reverse,
him,
I don't like that shit.
What?
But if it's like in the reverse, like if the guy was hitting on you in front of me, I don't play that shit.
Yeah, but like some part of you wouldn't sit there
and
be like,
yeah.
ooh, like you want my girl, but you can't have my girl.
A little part of it, but the rest of me would just take over because I'm like, nah, I don't play that shit.
Your Puerto Rican anger would take over.
Nah, Nikki, you better relax.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
But anyway, girls are shiesty, so.
Yeah, because to me, like all a girl has to do is just say yes, and then. Yeah, that's all it takes.
What doesn't want some?
That's all it takes,
you know?
yeah.
If you can get it for free and easy,
yeah.
I mean, granted, yes, there are some dudes out there who are not going to take that because they're respectable men.
For sure.
But there's
absolutely. But
lot of
I would say
hoe-bags
majority.
out there.
A majority.
Yeah. Half of y'all are hoe bags.
Hey.
I mean, nothing wrong with it. You hoe you up, okay?
If you come at me out of nowhere with it, that's like, what do you expect?
Out of nowhere.
What do you expect?
Exactly.
Expect me to say no? Come on.
Definitely true, though. Definitely true.
So that's why I find it weird. I find it hard to believe that a guy made friends with a girl out of friendship. I have a hard time. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like if you if she just said, "Hey, you want something?" They'd be like, "Yeah," easily.
Okay.
Even if she's in a relationship, all it takes is just that one for her to say those words, and that's it.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Okay.
What about girl or guy being friends with their ex?
That's a problem. To me, that's definitely a problem because they're ex for a reason. So why still have them in your life?
I don't understand why people have the bad ones.
Plus, with my experience, it's
like I would never be friends with like my last ex, but like when I broke up with two of them, like it wasn't because of like something like he cheated on me or anything like crazy like that. Like it was kind of just like I'm kind of like over the relationship type of deal, or it was like a mutual breakup, or like circumstances just like had us going in like different directions. So we're just like, like we were friends before, like let's just stay friends. Like we tried this whole relationship thing. Didn't really work out according to how we wanted. I'm like, let's just stay friends.
Yeah, I guess. But so to me, it could also be this is how I am with people in general.
It could be how you are with people.
I just cut people out with no problem.
Yes.
So that's probably what it is as well.
That's probably also part of it.
I don't know. I do think of it as like, you're my ex for a reason, so like, whether it's good or bad.
But I think you've only, in your experience with exes, they've only ever been like bad,
I guess,
breakups where like you don't want to associate with that person anymore because like they're negative, or like the relationship was negative, or like toxic, or however it may be. Like I can understand that,
but at the same time too, I am also possessive, so like I don't know if I would like to know how my ex's life is now, especially if there's a new guy in it. I don't know how I would feel about it. You know what I mean? If I'm still like in her life, like, like still friendly in her life.
But my whole thing is like, if you broke up with them and you've moved on and they've moved on, then what the fuck is the problem?
I just haven't had that.
Then why do you still have feelings for them? Then is like the real issue is like you still have feelings for them. So then why did you break up?
But at the same time, I haven't had a breakup like that, so like, I don't
fair.
know. I honestly have no clue.
Yeah.
Could it be a possibility? Maybe. I don't know. But like at the same time, I cut people out, so like for me myself, like probably not.
Like I feel like I'm a really good judge of character for the most part. Like I want to say like 98% correct.
Yeah.
Most of the time. So like the people that I should never associate with again are people I don't associate with again.
For sure.
But there are some people who, I guess, like, because they've been so beneficial to your life or to your growth or whatever, that, like, things happen, and it may not be, like, a negative thing. Like, say that, like, it was your friend or something, and they like were talking shit behind your back. That's somebody I don't want around because you're just bringing negativity into my life. But like if it's somebody where like you moved to a whole nother state or something, and so like you got, I don't know, like a new job or something or other, and so like you're legitimately busy and like we don't talk and we haven't, and all of a sudden like we spoke sporadically, and then we just like stopped communicating altogether. And then a few years later, like we kind of just rekindled the friendship.
For sure.
Like, those are the type of people that you want to have around, because it wasn't like it was a negative, disagreement of any sort. Life just got in the way. Yeah. So, like, the same thing happens with exes. Like, sometimes life just gets in the way.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's why I think, like, depending on who or how your ex is,
I guess, yeah.
I feel like personally, I don't have a problem being friends with your ex as long as, like, they're only bringing positivity into your circle.
I guess.
Like, if you're gonna be a friend, then be a friend. Give me advice.
Yeah.
Like, give me opinions. Give me good conversation.
Yeah.
Like, something like that. And then instead of, like, just the constant negativity or anything like that. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyway. So, let's get into, like, married now.
Okay.
So, can a girl and a guy be friends after they've got married?
Well, to me...
Do you think, like... Hold on. But, like, do you think it's, like... Would it be more likely that it would be better... Well, not better that they're friends, but, like, a better scenario because, like, marriage is so... I don't want to say permanent, because obviously it's not permanent. But, like, it's like...
a greater sacrifice. Like, you're saying that you're giving it all to this person.
Like, yeah, like, you have that solid commitment. It's not like, we could break up at any moment and then just go our separate ways.
Yeah.
Like, when you're married to somebody...
For sure.
Now it's, like, legitimate. Like, do you think that...
Well, to me, nothing changes. You're still with the same person, so nothing changes. You're just married.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, because, like, whether we're married or not, you could things is, like, the same scenario can happen whether you're married or not. So to me, married, I guess for some people, some people can think that, like, we're married, so, like, I know for sure you're mine, I'm theirs, so, like, I guess they have more security, but to me, it's the same thing. So, like, to me, nothing changes.
That's fair.
What about you?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it kind of depends because, think about it this way. Like, when people get married, a lot of the time, like, that excitement of, like, cheating on somebody while you're in, like, that not finite, obviously, but, whatever.
Yeah,
the word that I can't think of for the moment. That word.
For life. Infinite.
Not infinite, because people get divorced.
Gotcha.
But, like, okay, so, like, that security, I guess, that you think that you have, and then, like, find out that, like, your spouse is cheating on you still. Like, there is more excitement when you're married to somebody and you're cheating versus if you're just dating.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So I feel like depending on how they were during your dating period, then no. Like, if they were, like, still flirty and all that stuff, why would you marry them? But if you did, then, like, no, I don't think that they should be friends. But if they're, like, all around, like, good people still and, like, wholesome and all that stuff, then, like, as long as they're not, doing any, I don't know, like, weird stuff that, like, married couples do that you shouldn't do with your friends type of thing.
To me, it's whatever was agreed upon before applies afterwards.
I guess. Well, what would be agreed upon? Like what?
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't... No new guy friends can hang out with you.
Okay.
I don't know.
But you can hang out with your old guy friends?
Yeah, because that's relationship that's already established. I can't do anything about that.
So would you want to be invited to those hangouts?
No.
So you would much rather not meet any of my guy friends?
Well, I've met them.
I'm just speaking in general.
Oh. Well, yes, if there's something that's been in your life for a while, yes, absolutely. Well, like...
Yes, you would, or yes, you wouldn't?
Yes, I would.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. If there are people that are, like, or friends that have been in your life like that, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
But like, I know it sounds like a dick move, but, like, to make any new guy friends, I'm like, that's weird. Like, I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, that's weird. Like, why are you looking for more guys? Like, you know what I mean, type thing.
Nobody looks for more guys.
I understand, but like that's how I see it.
Well, I shouldn't say nobody, because there are some people who actively seek out new friends.
Yeah.
But
will you guys be hanging out by yourselves? No. No.
So that's what you're talking about with like agreed upon circumstances type of thing?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like, I wish I could be like, oh, what about you, Jane? What would you do? But like, there's no chances of me making girl.
Listen, put some more faith in yourself first off.
I'm not saying in a negatory way. I'm just saying the chances of it happening, probably not. Like, for me to be like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with, like, I don't know. I don't even, Hannah. I'm gonna go hang out with Hannah. We're gonna go grab a drink. The fuck? Why would I be grabbing a drink with a girl? You know what I mean? That sounds weird. You know what I mean?
What else is there to do in adulthood?
I guess, but at the same time...
You either go eat or you go drink. What else is there to do?
To me, myself, I think it's weird.
So, like, going bowling with Hannah, is it as weird as just going to get a drink? Like, what if she has some serious issues to talk about, like, her boyfriend with you, and, like, so you guys just, like, go to dinner or something, so then she can, like, lay it out all on you or something, like, you know?
To me, to be in that position would be really weird. Like, I don't know.
Maybe it's just because you've never been in that position.
Yeah, because to me, like... Because to me, for me right now, for me to have a friend as a girl, it would be from at work, since we work together. Like, I have Maggie, we do work together, but the end's there. It's not like we talk on the phone outside of work, or, like, make plans outside of work or anything. So it's kind of like... we're friends at work, but, like, in life... Are we friends? Yeah. No. No.
I feel like you
at least that's how I am.
You categorize your
the
people
in my life
in all areas of your life.
Yeah.
Like, they stay in their box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except your grandma's in 2 boxes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Do you hear this, Darlene?
She knows I love her.
Oh, God. I know, I love your grandma. Anyway.
So, yeah, so for me to make a new friend that's a girl outside of work, that sounds crazy to me. That sounds like I would have... It sounds like... it sounds weird. It just sounds weird. Like, I don't know what scenario I would be in where I'm like, oh, no, we might be friends. You know, like, I'm gonna be friends with this person. Like, we're gonna go out and grab a drink or something.
Well, you don't do that
with
with anybody.
Yeah.
Guy or girl.
Yeah.
You just don't want any more friends. So you're thinking in that perspective.
Yes and
You don't attempt to make any more friends. You don't really want any more friends. It would be nice to have more friends, but, like, you don't want to make that effort into, like, trying to establish any type of bonding.
I guess I don't see a need in having a friend that's a girl either. Because, like, since I never had it, like, why get one now?
I guess for those who never had it before.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like a change in ideals.
For sure, you get a little bit more like insight.
You get an insight. You get a tremendous insight.
Yeah, but the same.
I like to be well-rounded individual, so I like to have information on multiple things.
For sure. So that's why if I need a girl perspective, I will ask, like, my mom or my sister or my grandmother.
Well, see, you also have a sister to ask. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I have brothers, but my brothers were so young for so long that, like, how am I going to ask them about any type of experience that I've had?
Yeah.
I'm the oldest.
Yeah. I'm
supposed to have the experiences first. You know what I mean? So, like, they'll sometimes come to me asking, like, for girl advice, but it wasn't until recently I haven't been able to, like, turn it around.
Yeah. And,
like, be like, hey, so I have an idea for this, that, and the third, or, like, I need a guy's perspective on this, like, you know, da-da-da-da. I'm, like, once in a while, like, I'll ask, like, my friend, but, like, if I do need, like, a guy perspective for something about you, then I'll typically, like, go to them. Or, oddly enough, I'll ask my mom. My mom's very
Well,
good at
just,
like
relationship wise, I usually just deal with it. I don't have no one to talk to about it.
That's sad.
That's how it's always been.
You got friends?
I don't for girl advice.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, relationship advice.
That's fair. Damn.
So yeah.
Wow.
Because even if I feel like if I ask my mom, she'll just gonna side with me regardless because I'm her son. So like,
That's yeah.
So it's kind of like.
True. See, like I get my
opinion.
perspective from my mother because she does try and think of everyone's side. So like that's why I like to ask her for like advice. But like I'm not just saying like relationship problems. Like if I need like advice on like what to get you for a present or like
present,
I want to help.
I go through my grandmother.
I want to help do this, and this. Like how should I go about this? Like. Then yeah, like I ask other guys who would know about guy stuff. But like, yeah. Typically I know what to do in my own relationship. I don't typically ask for a lot of relationship advice.
Yeah.
But if I do, most of the time it's my mother.
No, it's mostly for like presents. Like I'm like, do you think she'll like this? Would you like this? You would like this? Okay, she might like it then. Type thing, really.
Is that how you pick out all my presents?
No.
Wowzer!
Not all of them.
Which ones?
I can't give you a list of what exactly, but like your Pandora beads, I definitely picked those out myself.
Aww. How about this?
That I picked out myself. Did you? Yeah, like most things I do pick out myself, but like some things where I'm like, I'm not quite sure if she'll like
you're
this or
so
not.
Adorable, nerd.
Yeah. But
well then.
So yeah.
I feel like we've got a lot of insight on you today, Trey.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't come off as an asshole.
You're always off and it's an asshole.
I know.
It's alright though. I'm sure the other assholes in the world will like you.
Maybe. Well, like I said before, like I don't think I'm right in my thinking. Well, like this is just how I see it.
It's also the experiences that
this
you
this is how I know
like
things.
That's how you have lived your life up until this point because you haven't had the opportunities to see any other way.
Yeah.
Where I have had multiple opportunities to see things like 5, 10, 20 different ways. You know what I mean? I guess it just depends on... You think it's like a nature versus nurture type of thing?
For sure.
Do you think you were nurtured to be like a recluse and then like nature just solidified it?
It's one of those things what comes first, chicken or the egg. Like,
well,
you can go back and forth because my family is very like isolated.
Nature is first because you're born.
Yeah.
I mean, and they have to
but also,
teach you
my
up
aunt
until
is the
a certain
outlier
point.
because my aunt is like the one that wants to be out and
Your
about.
aunt
and
is
all
very
that.
outgoing.
So like, I can't tell you. It's definitely a mixture
but
of
how
both.
often did you hang out with your aunt compared to your mom and your grandma?
Not as much, but
So
I've spent a good amount of time though with my aunt.
Because me, like my aunt would take me everywhere. I mean, obviously, yes, my parents did too, but
I know what you mean.
like my aunt would take me camping and like so we would meet a bunch of random people all the time.
Yeah.
So that I was just outgoing because I was always brought everywhere. Like my parents would take me to like any function that they went to that allowed kids, I was going.
Yeah.
My vava would take me to church and like, you know, to the park and all that stuff. My TT would take me camping on different vacations, like to Disney and all. So I was always surrounded by like a bunch of people, always meeting new people. So I became a pretty outgoing person. And it really wasn't until adulthood where I started, and that's where like the nature part is. But like in adulthood, that was more. I mean, that was more. And then the nurture part came out where like society like molded me, and I realized like I don't want to be around that many people.
For sure.
So yeah,
I would say both for sure.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. It is what it is. I think also it's like maybe a ghetto thinking. I think sometimes too, because it's kind of like you want to talking girls to get pussy, man. Like what else are you talking to girls for?
'Cause I don't know.
I mean, there's actual good reasons to be friends with girls, obviously, but like to me, like that's like the mentality.
I'm a great friend. Aside from
with.
the speaking to part.
Uh-huh.
But when I do talk to you, I'm a very good conversationalist.
Yeah.
At least I think so. I don't know.
When
All
you're
my friends
listening.
out there, let me know. What?
So when you're listening.
I know. Sometimes I don't listen. But that's if I'm distracted by other things. Like, okay, so I'm playing this game, for example, and you were telling me something. I know we're having a conversation, but like I heard a new dialogue happen, so I needed to listen to the dialogue to make sure I wasn't missing
I completely
anything.
understand.
And then I completely blocked you
I
out.
completely understand.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well,
This was a very enlightening topic.
hopefully.
Hopefully for all of you guys out there, but also for Trey.
Huh?
Were you not enlightened?
What do you mean? No.
This was not an enlightening topic for you?
I mean, I was able to talk a lot, I guess.
I learned a little bit more about you today.
Oh, thanks.
I think everyone else learned a lot about you. And probably some things about me.
Maybe.
Yeah. I would like to
I was
think
talking
so.
a lot. I'm sorry.
No, I'm glad. Because I'm sure other people could agree that it's nice that you're actually fucking talking.
Schwazzers.
Yeah. It's so limp lately.
Well, maybe we'll find something else that we both disagree on.
I think that's a great idea. I think all the topics from now on should just be stuff that we disagree on, so then you can actually have an opinion. Yeah. Nah, that'd be so boring. We'd constantly be battling each other.
I mean, we don't always have to disagree.
You're very stuck in your ways.
I am.
You are very singular.
Like, would have to actually see a reason for me to change things. Like, I need to see, like, a...
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. But, like I said, I live my life how I live my life.
Your life is boring.
That's it. Hey,
You live a boring life.
I'm happy with it.
You can be happy, and I'm happy when you're happy.
Oh, thanks.
But I'm also looking from the outside in and saying, wow, that's a boring life.
Sure.
But whatever makes you happy, because
Yeah.
your happiness is the most important thing.
I just want my games and my toys.
Yep.
Yep.
Your toys.
Haha.
Child toys.
Collectibles.
They're just the things that you couldn't get as a child.
Collectibles.
You're making up for lost time.
Collectibles.
You're making up for lost time.
Schwazzers.
Alright.
But yeah.
Well then.
You can find us on YouTube.
Dude, you don't even
Spotify.
want to like break into it?
Oh, sorry.
How about you let me handle this stuff?
Wazzers. I was
Alright.
trying to take the bull by the horn.
Horns? Yeah. I appreciate you trying, but you can't just jump right into it. You gotta gradually
I
go
apologize.
into it.
I
you know?
apologize to you, and I apologize to everyone listening.
I hope you guys enjoyed our topic. See how I'm just easing into it? You know,
Sorry.
not just coming in full force, slamming the door behind me.
That is how I am.
Lord Jesus.
Straightforward.
Anyway, I hope everyone else had fun listening to our banter
Yeah.
and to our disagreements.
Yes.
And I hope that you guys can all relate.
Yeah.
I'd sure love to know. So, you should totally hit us up at our Gmail, which is... That's your cue.
Oh, that's what's going on. Podcast at gmail.com. All
Yeah,
lowercase.
see? That's how we do it.
Ah,
Be nice to the people.
that's what's going on.
Soothe their
Podcast
souls.
At gmail.com.
Excuse me?
I just said it again.
Okay. Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah, so let us know what your thoughts are on guys and girls being friends before and after marriage.
Yes.
Do you have a friend that is of the opposite sex that your significant other doesn't like? Let us know.
Yes.
You can be on our next listeners episode where we will
yeah.
read your story about what happened.
For sure.
I would love to know, to be honest. I'm nosy, so
Yeah, she is.
I am. I love to know things. I don't necessarily, want to just know, just to know. It's for educational reasons.
For sure. Like, I don't want to think that I'm the only one thinking this.
Yeah, I don't want to, I don't want Trey to feel alone. You can also follow us on...
YouTube, Spotify.
Well, that's listening. You can listen to us on YouTube.
Excuse me.
Spotify.
YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcast, Breaker, Radio Cast. I forgot them
Anchor,
all. Anchor, Pocket Cast,
Radio Public.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
All that fun stuff.
And then you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook. That's What's Going On Podcast.
Yes.
Or TWGO, all caps, podcast, lowercase.
Yes.
Try either one. We'll show up somewhere.
Yes. This is episode 10, I believe.
Is it episode 10?
I believe so.
We're on episode 10.
Yeah, double digits.
Double digits.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
For sure.
And our followers are declining.
It is what it is. It's fine. We just gotta keep doing it.
Or is it not? Maybe it's not, and
Not
we're
maintaining.
just oblivious. Well, all you people who are out there, thank you for listening, and we hope to hear from you super, super soon. And tell your friends.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you're still listening, they might like us. So,
Maybe.
you know, share the information.
Yeah,
Share the wealth.
for sure.
We need to be in this together.
Oh, yeah.
In it to win it.
First,
Firstly?
Firstly.
Uh-huh.
Anyways.
That's what's going on.
Haha.